Good morning. May God's Holy Spirit be with each of us. When we talk about having Jesus in our life, we talk about many areas of our life where His presence is needed. But we forget to talk about how it relates to the less fortunate. There is a verse in the Bible that is very seldom mentioned. Let's read it together. It's Luke chapter 14, verses 12 to 14. And it says, Then said he also to him that bade him, When thou makest a dinner or a supper, call not thy friend, nor thy brethren, neither thy kinsmen, nor thy rich neighbor, lest they also bid thee again, and a recompense be made thee. But when thou makest a feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, the blind, and thou shalt be blessed. For they cannot recompense thee, for thou shalt be recompensed at the resurrection of the just. These are the guests we're not always eager to host. They have no great need. They need the welcoming warmth, a seat at the table, the blessing of sharing in the family worship, of feeling part of heaven atmosphere. Our sympathy should flow beyond the family circle, our circle of relatives and friends. We have precious opportunities to open our home and share its blessing with others. The influence of a Christian home is wonderful. If we want, we can, through it, help those around us. Be a witness for God. Our home could be a refuge for the youth who are tempted, for example. Many who are at the crossroads of life could benefit from the open doors of a Christian home. Through praise meeting or prayer meetings and meetings around the table, this youth could feel the sympathy and tenderness of Christ. They could be closer to God. Many times, we let the youth be lost because we do not take the initiative of gathering them with tenderness. This youth need that we extend to them a sympathetic hand, a caring word, a small attention may be just enough to dispel the cloud of temptation that surrounds them. The true expression of sympathy of heaven has the power of opening of the doors of the heart of those who need its fragrance, those who need to feel the soft presence of the Holy Spirit and God's love. If we want to show interest for the youth, we need to invite them to our home, surround them of good influence. And it's not only our church youth that we need to care for. We need to help our neighbor who is struggling to bring up their child. They too should count on our unselfish interests to provide for them a safe haven. Short is the time given to us. We cannot go through life more than once. Then we must use this life in the best possible way. The work before us does not require richness, social positions, or great qualifications. It only requires a tender, generous spirit and determination of purpose. Even the smallest light can shine before others. If our character is molded after the similitude of Christ, we will be enabled to bless others with heavenly blessings. From our home can flow life. What a privilege to open our home so that it will be a blessing to our neighborhood, so that others will dare meet Jesus. May God help us to, with God in our life, be a blessing to those around us. Be a light to our neighbor, our street, our community. Until tomorrow, may your light shine bright today.